To 10 Super Bowls. Here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Hill. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Shaq Thompson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There is contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That's fine. Yeah. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Jumbo!
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one complete to Will Fuller. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
First carry for Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the right and complete to Galladay. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, you got three, three down. Check nickel. Alert three.
Get 300. Inside. Jumbo. Box it.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 49 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Hey. Four down.
Right.
They'll run it here with Hunt. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
That's fine. Yeah.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Shelton able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
There we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left. Slow.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Ready.
And again, it's Mahomes. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you said.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now out come the Giants. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On first down, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Will Fuller, 36 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He dumps it off for Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Mahomes again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. Down right around the 25. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Mahomes to throw on second down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And able to haul it in is Kittle. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Gallup, a 24-yard touchdown. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two. Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. Get reset. Hey, easy. Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Zoom.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Jumbo! Hey, check 26. Jumbo!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, got three. Three down. Hey, check 26. Check that. What might be the choke right here. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The Giants' offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
They're exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get three. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big score.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Black 58, rail. Black 58.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39.
He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Slow.
Back to throw. Mahomes eluding the pressure. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 15 yards through the air and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here, and the ball game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?